Hi, welcome to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I'm your host, Dr. Ghosh, and I'm back today with another very transformational video for all of you. Friends, the transformational video I brought for you today is about the valiant South Indian Queen, Keladi Chennamma. She was the queen who gave and protected Chhatrapati Rajaram, the son of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, when he was on the run from the Mughal Emperor Alamgir Aurangzeb. She established trading lines with the Portuguese and exported spices and grains to the European continent. An able administrator, she is still remembered for being an able administrator and a valiant and pious queen by her subjects even today. I'll be sharing more about her shortly on the video. But before that, I'd like to give you a brief about the channel Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I started this channel 2 years back, and today on this channel we have got over 1033 subscribers, 29,000 views, and over 352 videos already uploaded. My mission is to ensure that we inspire the present and coming generations to live by the eternal human principles. What are these eternal human principles? These are values and principles which do not change over time. For example, honesty, integrity, loyalty, respect for our parents, respect for elders, respect for diversity, respect for our women. These are principles which, if you live by, you are bound to succeed in life. I want to call all my subscribers transformationists because you have joined our mission. And you, along with me, are playing a vital role in transforming society's thinking patterns so that they live by the eternal human principles. In Chennai and Bangalore, orphanages are showing these videos to orphanage children to mold their thinking patterns. Recently, I got a call from Chennai and I was told that blind and deaf children are also being exposed to these stories so that they are motivated and bring about change. I feel truly blessed. I would request all those of you who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and join our family of transformationists. Coming back to our topic of the day, the Rani Keladi Chennamma. She was born to Siddhappa Shetty, a prosperous merchant in Kundapur, Karnataka. She was from the Lingayat community. She was married to King Somshekhar Nayak in 1667. This marriage was vastly opposed by the ministers of King Somshekhar Nayak, as she was not from a royal background. Post marriage, King Somshekhar Nayak had her trained and tutored in politics, administration, warfare, use of weapons, music, art, and culture. She had a peaceful married life. However, thereafter, tragedy struck. Keladi in those days was very famous for its Dussehra festivals, and Dussehra was celebrated with much pomp and splendor in those days at Keladi. Her husband, King Somshekhara, became enamored by a dancer, Kalavati of Jambu Kondi, and he called her to the palace and installed her as the royal dancer and his mistress. The dancer Kalavati and her stepfather Bharame Mahot were, unfortunately for the king, gold diggers, and they started drugging his food, and the king fell ill. Queen Chennamma took up handling of the affairs of the state with the help of her ministers and close and trusted confidant Timmanna Nayak. However, Timmanna Nayak and the queen had a fallout as Timmanna wanted to quickly get the king and queen to adopt a son to maintain the royal dynasty, which the queen was not in favor of. Hearing of these disturbances in Keladi, the Sultan of Bijapur was trying to acquire Keladi. They were trying for over a century to acquire the state of Keladi. He saw this as an opportunity, the Sultan of Bijapur, and he sent an agent to negotiate with the queen. The plan was, while the agent was negotiating with the queen, they would do a surprise army attack on the kingdom. Rani Chennamma had her spies all around, and when the agent Janopant came to negotiate, she bribed him with 3 lakh rupees and moved her entire army and wealth from Bidanur fort to Bhuvangiri fort. Agent Janopant used the 3 lakh rupees he had got from the queen to bribe the stepfather of the dancer Kalavati and her stepfather Bharami Mahant. Both the dancer Kalavati and her stepfather Mahon poisoned the king, and King Somshekar Nayak passed away in 1677. The armies of Bijapur attacked. In the midst of this tragedy, Rani Chennamma did not lose hope. Though she had lost her husband, she was courageous and brave, and she ascended the throne and adopted from among her relatives Basappa Nayaka as her son. When the Sultan's army attacked Bhuvangir fort, they heavily outnumbered the Rani's army and they had superior guns and weapons. However, strategy won the day and the Rani won the battle. She executed the traitors Mahot and Jonapant. She also took steps when Chhatrapati Rajaram came and asked her for protection from Emperor Alamgir Aurangzeb. She spoke to her council of ministers and gave due respect to Chhatrapati Rajaram and protected him, despite the fact that she knew that she was opposing King Aurangzeb's army. King Aurangzeb, emperor, the Mughal emperor, attacked her, but she did not surrender Chhatrapati Rajaram. And when Chhatrapati Shivaji came to know of this, he made his peace with her and agreed to protect her always from her enemies, the Adil Shahis and the Portuguese. The Rani did multiple construction work, roads, rest houses, ports. She was an able administrator. She built strong ties with the Portuguese and expanded her trade. She exported spices and rice from Keladi ports. She ruled for 25 years till 1696 and then handed over the kingdom to her son Basappa Nayak, who was later called as Keladi Basavaraj. Her legacy is She is considered an epitome of valor among the women in South India. She was also known to be a very virtuous and pious queen. She was also known for her able administration. Friends, Rani Keladi Chennamma, a valiant queen whose legacy lives on even today. Once again, friends, I am sure you are inspired by these inspirational and motivational stories, true stories of mankind at their very best, which I bring for you on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I request all those of you who have not yet subscribed or come on to the first time to the channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant, please do subscribe to the channel and also share these videos with your friends and family. Encourage them to subscribe to the channel. I will be back soon with another very inspirational story. The inspirational story which I'll be releasing next on your favorite channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant, is about the Chapekar brothers who were revolutionaries whose Indian history books have forgotten, but they were responsible for the assassination of the British Plague Commissioner of Pune, W.C. Rand's assassination. Because W.C. Rand and his British officers and soldiers were harassing the Indian population using the bubonic plague as an excuse to do so. A truly inspirational and motivational story which you will hear about in my subsequent video. I will be back soon. Till then, good luck, all the best.